Welcome in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Happy Saturday morning to everybody. Your week's end, your weekend's beginning. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Get up, got a glass of orange juice, good glass of coffee, or just kind of enjoying the morning tea.
I got my coffee.
Got your coffee, and we appreciate you guys joining us again in the studio with me this weekend. I have Mr. Dave Schmandel across from me from slicksticks.com. Also have Nikki Anderson, Golf Talk Radio producer. The hope is, a Billy update, the hope is next week, next Saturday, I think Billy will be in the studio.
Oh, good.
Yay.
That's the plan. So we'll see.
He's getting a little more chipper out there, huh?
I think he
Oh,
is.
good.
He seems like it.
I'll keep the chair warm for him until he gets back.
Yeah. You guys are doing a great job, and we appreciate you guys joining the show. You're always part of the show. So
Thanks.
good having you guys all here. Hope everybody had a great week. Time is flying by fast. I was reminded yesterday that when I was out on the golf course with Nikki that fall is here and winter is coming.
Tomorrow.
In Paso.
I heard it's supposed to be 100 degrees later this week.
That's true, and that's the weird thing. Tuesday it's supposed to be like 96 up where I'm at in Paso, but I'll tell you what, last night was
Winter.
wow. Last night was chilly. Yet we were out doing like a playing lesson and playing and having some fun, Nikki and I, and by the time we got done, I couldn't feel my face. So that's pretty cold.
Are you sure that was just the weather?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, there was no. I was not imbibing in anything.
I didn't say nothing. I
That's
just
for
asked a
sure.
question.
I was clean, as clean as could be.
Good for you.
Thank you. This morning on today's show, everybody, we're going to have the morning BM with Mike, Dave, and Nikki, and we'll jump into our loose impediments, which is pull topics out of a hat, just kind of run with it. We've got clubbing with Dave. Got some interesting questions down for Mr. Dave Schmandel from slicksticks.com, and those questions are really going to have to do a lot with putting, which a lot of people realize but don't realize how important that is to your game, especially if you have goals to move forward and improve. We've also got some trivia stuff we'll be doing on the tail end, and we'll have McPhee's Grill gift cards we'll be giving away on that. Phone number here, if you want to call, is 805-595-3776. We got about an online opportunity through a golf company that's probably too good to be true. And then he sent me a follow-up email with the receipt on what I think it was his nephew did and what happened. And so we'll touch on that again, which I thought was an interesting experience that I'm sure many of us have been teased with before.
Was that the free thing that cost
$47.38,
$90 or something?
Yeah.
It's always the case.
So-
Just all you have to do is put your credit card information in.
It's just
But it's free.
scary. Yeah, I mean, it's so scary. So so we'll touch base with on that. I thought that was really interesting. Our GTR hot topic today, which we'll get into after the first break. What would you pay for 30 more yards? And Nikki asked me when she came in, she goes, well, that's got to be driving. And I'm saying, I just left it open to interpretation.
Putter.
Yeah. What would you gain with 30 more yards of putting?
Nothing.
So that's our GTR hot topic. We'll do that at 8:25. We'll start into that. We've got a few other hot topics there. But moving forward, I know, Dave, you had something you wanted to throw out there. Seems like a lot of these things are happening lately.
Just want to give a shout out to my nephew, Chris. Get well, pal. I love you dearly. He got in a car wreck about 10 days ago and
Yeah.
got banged up pretty good.
Well, it sounds like he's
Coming around.
he's lucky to be here and he's coming around, which
Just
is a
made
great
it home,
thing.
and he's going to be okay.
Yeah, well, we wish you the best, Chris. That's always tough. It was very, very tough. I thought for the morning BM, even though the BM is usually not about golf, I thought I'd ask Nikki about the trip. I know you talked a little bit about it, I think, when you called, but on the phone, we kind of did an impromptu live shot of the day where
Oh, that's right.
you really didn't know that it was happening, but
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. You know, I got to tell you, after listening to the podcast, no, Dave, I wasn't taking 16 practice strokes. The
14.
tee, it was cart path only, and the
Yeah.
tee was away from the cart path. So I'm actually surprised that you guys could even hear the driver from where I hit it from. But, yeah, that was funny.
And so you took this. I mean, this is fascinating to me. I don't know why in the morning BM, I mean, things happen, but Dave's nephew gets in a wreck. You booked this trip to go to Whistling Straits. When? When did you book
January.
the trip? January. Okay, so you book it in January. Who'd you book it through? Who is it through?
It's NCGA.
Okay, so Northern California Golf Association. Something you book, probably something you've wanted to do for a while.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So it's January 2017. You booked the trip.
I'm playing golf. I'm
You're
doing
playing
so
golf.
good. Everything's great. Life is good.
Things are good. And then, was it March or was it March
Well,
or April?
It was April when I found out that things weren't good with my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then you get the surgery.
Cinco de Mayo.
You're thinking, I'm coming back pretty quick,
That's right. I was going to be ready to play in August.
ready to roll. You've got the trip, which was in obviously October.
Yeah.
To Whistling Straits. So
Yeah.
that's probably not even on your mind. And at that point, because you're thinking you're
No.
going to be playing golf.
No,
in
I
August.
thought I was going to be so good before then.
Yeah. So then you have your surgery. As you're going along, you keep finding it's going to take longer and longer to recoup.
Right.
Right.
Right. My expectations were not in line.
Yeah, and I think this story is fascinating to me, Dave, because of the timeline. She books it in January, doesn't know she's going to have shoulder surgery, has shoulder surgery in May.
Yeah.
Okay. If you told me you're having shoulder surgery in May and that you're going to go play Whistling Straits
that's
in
a tough
October, I'm like, there's no way that's happening.
Woo!
I know. That's like,
And
that's
thank you, Dr. Furkel.
it's incredible to me. So then you have shoulder surgery, and then bring us into like you're in September or so, and you're going to see your doctor.
Yeah.
You and I hadn't really. I mean, we did 2-hour putting lessons for I think the month of August,
God.
Oh, geez. Oh, I remember those.
Yeah.
and
My putting got a lot better, I think.
it did. It definitely did. And so then you go right before Whistling Straits. I guess you go and you see your doctor, and he gives you the okay.
No, that's not what happened.
That's why I want you to explain this because
I saw him, let's see, the beginning of September or the end of August. And that's when he said I could half pitch.
end of August.
Yeah.
Okay.
Half pitch. I was cleared to chip and half pitch after I told him I'd shoot myself in the head if he wouldn't let me. And I did that for a little while. And then the half pitches kind of turned a little bit more into 3/4, and then I was trying to figure out kind of how far I was hitting stuff. And then,
Is that cleared by your doctor at that point?
well, my doctor's a long way away from me, so.
And getting farther all the time.
But I think that he knew. I think that he knew that once he let me have a club in my hands, it was going to be pretty much
Yeah.
I'll be out of control.
Yeah.
But no, I really wasn't. And then I went to Whistling Straits, and that was the first 18 was the first 18 I'd played since my shoulder surgery.
So since back in May.
In May, yeah. So
And she chooses Whistling
I
Straits.
was going to say,
Yeah.
that's jumping in with both feet, baby.
That's what I mean. I think this is phenomenal. to
no
me.
expectations.
So
I play, and my thought was I'm going to play, and then I'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go well, so I won't play the next day, or I'll chip around the greens, or I'll do something.
because if you don't go, you lose everything that you booked,
Well,
right? Pretty
exactly.
much?
There was no canceling, you
Right.
know.
Right.
And so I went and I played the 18, and I felt great. I played the next 18. Felt great. It was raining and cold, and played up to 12, and then I hit a sand shot out of the wet sand, and I felt kind of a little twing.
Oh.
And I kind of went, oh, I think I'm going to stop now. And so I quit. And
Was that the day you called us?
yes.
So that was from the live
I
show.
called you on when I was on 3
Okay.
or 4, something like that. And then I quit on 12.
It was our fault.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was doing fine until she talked to us.
But then I went back and got a massage and relaxed and
Yeah.
felt great on Sunday, and went and played Whistling Straits on Sunday, all 18. And it was walking with the caddy. It was awesome. So
Did you just go out by yourself, or did you play?
no, that was with the group.
Oh,
It was
that's with
4
the
rounds.
group. The group.
Mhm.
Nice.
4 rounds.
Nice.
Yeah.
So technically, you played 3.5 rounds then.
Right.
Wow. And how'd you feel after that?
Great. It was
Great.
awesome. Yeah.
So give us some highlights of your Whistling Straits trip.
Wow.
I mean, I've never been there.
You mean golf-wise?
I don't know what it. Yeah, I have no.
You know, there was two different places. Whistling Straits has two courses, the Irish course and Whistling Straits, and then the other course had two courses, River and Meadow Valley, which is right in Kohler, Wisconsin. So it's pretty close to Lake Michigan, and they were all different, but they were great. They were tough. But they weren't the kind of course where you lose 16 balls in the first 3 holes.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, you actually...
I do that on the challenge course.
There was a lot of water on the first 2 courses. That's true. But it was... I mean, every hole is just gorgeous. And the trees were turning colors. But Whistling Straits was my favorite by far. I mean, yeah. I'd go back there and play in a heartbeat. It was so scenic and so beautiful. It's kind of like Pebble in some ways.
Yeah.
But not the weather wasn't like Pebble.
So what's the style of course? Like
links
style?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Greens?
Greens were pretty fast. And actually the Irish course, the greens were very slopey and the break was just like, Yeah. But Straits was reasonable. It had some break that you couldn't read. But it's cloudy, you can never read the break as well as when the sun's out.
Did you have caddies all?
No, just the one last day.
So how was that? Because you've been a caddy, you've had a caddy, and now
now
that's.
I hope the guy from Whistling Straits is listening, but for me personally, it wasn't the greatest experience because I kind of put myself into his hands and said I'm going to do what he tells me to do. And because the wind was up, he said, well, it's, 120. It's about 120, but it's going to play 160. And I'm looking at him going, play 160? What the? The wind isn't that much. And I'd hit it, and I hit it way over the green, and I'd look at him, and he'd just pick up my bag and start walking, and it's like, okay.
Gave it a shot?
Whatever.
Do you have any bets going with anybody?
No bets.
Okay,
no bets.
I was going to say, maybe there was a little sabotage going on there.
No bets that I knew about. But
That's
after,
funny.
I think it was like the 3rd hole, I just said to him, look, just give me the raw yardage.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything else. Just give me, in fact, and then I think on the 6th hole, I took out my own rangefinder.
Yeah.
But he got better as we went on. I think he got more in tune with me and my game. And
that's hard. I mean, that's the times I've had a caddy.
Yeah.
It's hard. I think it always takes the
a while
first
for
3-4 holes.
player.
Well, and you got to learn about them too.
Well,
and
how
the
with
personalities
putting,
have to mesh.
That too. And he
Yeah.
wasn't very happy because one of the girls that was in the group, there was a threesome, and then she at the last minute was wavering whether she was going to play because it was raining and really windy and all that. And so he was about ready to be able to go home. And then she decided to play. So starting out, he wasn't in the best of moods. Yeah.
He finally had a day off.
Yeah, he had a backup plan all set. He's like, wakes up. He's like, oh, the weather's terrible today. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch football.
Exactly. That's exactly. You could play that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got better. As we went on, it got better.
Yeah.
So
what is, I mean, I know you obviously you have an established handicap. You went with Northern California Golf Association. What's the rating, just to kind of give us an idea? Do you know what it was when you were there? Slope rating or?
I looked it up, but I could look it up and then let you know later. I don't have it offhand. Yeah.
Yeah, I was curious, and that was in Wisconsin, like
Wisconsin.
And I'd love to. I think that'd be fun.
Isn't that the course with one tree?
I think
one tree.
We'll have to do some research at the break to find out.
I remember when they had the Open there, we had an interview with a designer.
Yes.
And I think that's the one that had one tree on it.
Pete Dye, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't remember exactly. I don't want to throw something out there because
I should be more prepared for this.
Wasn't
That's
Pete
okay.
Dye because
I just threw it at you.
I
That's
would have
all right.
remembered talking to Pete Dye, but I don't think so. Anyway.
Yeah, so that sounds like an awesome
trip. So all
trip.
in all, it was an awesome trip. NCGA does put on an awesome trip, and I hear next year they're going to Portugal and Spain. So
wow,
got to save all my pennies. That's for sure if I want to do that.
Yeah.
But my shoulder held up, and then I came back, and 2 days after I got back, I had my doctor's appointment, and I had to admit to him that I did play 4 rounds in 4 days, and he kind of just.
And he wasn't surprised.
he really shook his head and kind of put it down, but
Ooh.
but he said I was fine and good to go, and I could do whatever I wanted, pretty much.
So did he even check your shoulder, or did he just kind of take your word?
He checked it. Actually, checked it a lot for yeah. So
Wow.
So it's good.
That's
so I'm
cool.
happy. I've been. I feel like I've come through the dark tunnel.
And how many times have you played since you got back from Whistling Straits?
Just the time when we played yesterday.
Just last night?
Yeah, I'm busy.
Shoulder feels good?
Shoulder feels great.
And we were playing in the cold and the wind, and just like you were playing in Whistler.
And I think I'm hitting my driver a lot further than I was, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think it was good. But
so it's getting there.
I wanted you to share that story because there are a lot of people out there that, you go through injuries, you go through things, and,
Believe me, there were times, and there were times where I said, I'm never going to be able to play the same way again. I mean,
that is major.
There's definitely the ups
undertaking,
and downs, and people have to remember that what they're thinking at any one moment is just a thought. Don't be limited by thoughts that you have running through your head, because there is hope to get back, and I'm going to play better than I played before. In my mind, that's what my plan is.
Well, and that's what it takes. It takes support from your family and your friends.
Yes, and I have a lot of support.
Obviously, having a good doctor or surgeon in your case is huge. I mean, that's all. I don't know. I just find that the whole story to me is pretty amazing, because as we were playing last night, Dave, I started thinking, I'm like, this is crazy. Like in this year, she books the trip, she gets a shoulder surgery, she recovers, and then goes on the trip.
And it's stronger than ever.
It's crazy.
That's very cool.
I think it's awesome.
Good
I think it's a great story. So, Mr. Gibbs, if you're listening,
you're next.
You're next, buddy. Got a lot of people that love you, man. A lot of friends and family that are wishing you back to health. But Nikki and I talked about it last night too. I think when you get into these situations where life is so fast paced for all of us, we're all just going, and you get in a situation like whether it was Nikki or whether it was Billy or whether it was me like a couple of years ago, and you have time where you have to rest, and it's not just resting your shoulder, it's not just resting your neck or your back, it's resting your body and your brain and your mind, and that's hard to reset, but I think it's to heal. Like your whole self. And that it's so hard, obviously, when you get into those situations. It's so difficult because, like you said, Nikki, things creep in, I'm never going to be able to do this anymore. I'm never going to be able to,
Right.
I'm never going to, but there's always somebody out there that's going through a lot worse. But there's a lot of stories on the other side of that. There's a lot of people that are coming back from a lot of major things.
Yeah. And
doing great things. So
it's important to keep a positive mindset for your body to heal as well as it can too.
It is, it's not easy, that's for sure. All right, well, that is our morning BM, Nikki's adventure to Whistling Straits in Wisconsin, and you guys stay with us. We'll be right back. Golf Talk Radio brought to you by TaylorMade Golf, the latest M1, M2 irons. Also, check out their 790 irons, which are just out right now, and you can check it all out at TaylorMadeGolf.com. We'll be right back, and we come back on the other side. We got Golf Talk Radio Hot Topic. One of the topics in the Hot Topic series is how much would you pay for 30 more yards?
I don't have enough money.
Yeah. Place that 30 yards wherever you want. Maybe you want to distribute the 30 yards amongst your golf bag. I don't know. Think about it.
That's having a big open mind there.
Yeah. 805-595-3776 is the phone number here. 805-595-3776. Call, participate. We'll get you to send your information to the website, send you some cool prizes. We'll be right back. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy on ESPN Radio.